do the function. Nope. I don't fuck with the fuck shit. Throwing on my dummy fit. Fuck it. I'ma pop out.
Welcome back to your second favorite YouTuber. I am J Shep Reacts. Now we're getting into this Marvel Rivals controversy. You know what I'm saying? We finna react to this Penguin Zero video about it. This is Marvel Rival drama. This Marvel Rivals drama is nuts. Supposedly there was like a 40K prize tournament for Marvel Rivals, and I heard there was a lot of discourse going on. I've been seeing some stuff, like people been tweeting some stuff. I haven't seen any like actual clips from the tournament or nothing like that. So yeah, I hope he shows some, you know. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get right into this.
I haven't heard of video game drama this big since the whole Dream Minecraft speedrunning saga.
Oh,
what's
also, yo, Penguin Zero, shout out to you, man. You did a great job as a Sonar and what was that? Dispatch, yeah, yep. Shout out to you for you know doing your thing with that voice acting role, for real. I hope y'all heard me good right there. I did have the mic a little bit far away, but yeah, shout out to him because he played Sonar, and Dispatch or whatever. I think he did a great job. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think he did a great job with his voice acting in that video game.
happening with the Marvel Rivals $40,000 tournament situation is pretty bizarre. In a nutshell, there was a Marvel Rivals tournament with a $40,000 prize purse. There was a player by the name of Kingsman who really wanted to take this seriously, making a mention that this money would be very helpful to him as a college student. And the rest of the team didn't seem to take it all that seriously, and eventually, when Kingsman was trying to, make changes to the team comp so they could better stand a chance at winning, they all attacked him, and eventually it led to him getting kicked from the tournament. His team then went on to place second to last in the tournament.
Okay, guys. Pace and point proven right now. Do you understand?
No, it's well, you've been making me play shit. Of course I'm gonna play.
How do you not see the problem right now?
Wait, first of all, it's that ass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You're doing too much.
Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No. She shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm getting value because I'm 1v6ing.
Hulk isn't peeling for you, bro. Yes, Zaza is 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard. Like, 4 people are dying here. That means four of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent on Zaza.
I saw this a couple days ago and I was so confused why anyone would be joining a tournament if they didn't actually care about winning at all. So he is very clearly trying his best to help the team win. And they were talking about like how toxic and annoying and insufferable he was, things like that, which eventually led to him getting kicked and being like disrespectful, that kind of thing. From all the clips I've seen, he never made any like personal attacks against anyone. He was never even like overbearing or like yelling and screaming. The closest he came was in this clip here where he's like, do you understand? Like, case in point, we should make a switch. This isn't working. Our Widow is 0-5-0, which is a very fair point and a good suggestion because it clearly wasn't working. They may have won the point, but I think it's a large part because Kingsman put the team on his fucking back here, like 18-2.
Yeah, 18-2, and then your other DPS, like if he's playing DPS as Magic, and then the Black Widow was 0-5, yeah, that's pretty bad. That's really, really bad.
He was kind of going Insano style. I don't know why this became such a huge issue for his teammates, where they hated him so much for trying to win that they started insulting him after the fact. And that's where most of the drama stems from. Them refusing to switch is one thing that feels like it's kind of trolling and just intentionally throwing the tournament for the sake of vibes, which is weird because, again, just go play quick play or something. Why even bother going into a tournament if the goal isn't to try and win it? He made it clear he wanted to sweat because this would be very important money for him in his situation with college. Now, I also heard that when the tournament was put together, there wasn't an announcement about how much money was on the line. So I think maybe there was some confusion from the team where they wanted to just play for fun and sillies and goofies. And then once $40,000 was announced, they still had that mindset. Meanwhile, Kingsman really wanted piece of that pie because it would be helpful to him. It'd be like $3,000, which is a significant amount of money, especially for someone in college where this could be very useful. So that clashed where he really wanted to win. His team, who they didn't give too much of a fuck. They didn't think it was that big of a deal. So he, throughout like their time playing together, would be making like suggestions and saying like, hey, you know, there's going to be this in the tournament, there's going to be that, maybe we should look at this, maybe we should look at that. And I think they were just getting so annoyed that he was wanting to win so badly that they started to really resent him for it. It eventually led to like the bubbling over point where...
That's so lame, like, bro. He was just by his chicken. He was really trying to stack up that cheese for real, man. Y'all over here playing in his face. Like, what do you mean? He literally had to carry y'all 18-2. He was 18-2. Like, and then you're telling him to shut the F up after he's like y'all, like, see, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got the point. They wasted all their resources on such and such, that's why they're 0-5, while they're doing that, they're wasting all their cooldowns and their resources. Like, no, bro, it's 40K on the line. What are we talking about right now, huh? If you don't lock the fuck in, like, come on, bro.
He got reported to the tournament organizer. They said a whole bunch of nasty stuff about him, and then it snowballed into what it is today. Mainly because the team captain was so vocal about her disdain for this guy.
Wow.
She said things like, I'm pretty sure he spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games, which is why he lacks social skills. You are also spending your time inside playing video games. You're a streamer. Why are you using that as an insult against him? I didn't really detect a lack of social skills throughout any of the footage I saw of them playing together. I guess you could make an argument that, maybe his attitude could grind your gears because he was offering like a lot of advice on potential team comps, and he did multiple times mention like, hey, the Black Widow's probably not going to work here. We've got to be mindful of like dive comps, that kind of thing. Would you be willing to try like Bucky perhaps? And they would always kind of like roll their eyes at him and be like, shut the fuck up. Like, there's a clip I saw where one of them was like, you've got to just drop this. That's enough. Stop making suggestions, basically, about, switching. It's not happening. Look, which I think is a pretty hostile response to that, because this is coming from a place of him just trying to help the team win. I don't think he was being like necessarily overbearing with it or anything like that. He certainly wasn't really being aggressive about it. Like, he never got personal. He was never like insulting his teammates. He was never doing anything like that from what I could tell. So I truly didn't see like a lack of social skills. I just saw someone who really wanted to win because there was a significant amount of money on the line. And if you're in a tournament, why would you not be trying to win? Team captain even made this statement saying, I don't want to win with someone who can't take no for an answer, which is a certified stinky comment for sure. That's a big time PU moment right there for the Jumbotron. I don't know where that's even coming from. His suggestions weren't heeded. Okay? He didn't start...
I don't get people. Like, okay. If you don't care about the money, cool. Cool, right? But you don't care about winning at all. You just want to have fun. Having fun. You can have fun and win. You can have fun and want to win. So, like you just want to have fun and just not win like every time? Is that what you're saying? Like, I understand. Okay, I can understand. Oh, you're tired of him suggesting stuff, this and that, whatever. Cool, whatever. But there's $40,000 on the line here, and then y'all split all the money, whatever, at the end if y'all win. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all ain't about y'all chicken for real, bro. Y'all not trying to get y'all money on, bro. Y'all are tripping, bro. Clearly, y'all might not need the money that bad. He needed that money. He wanted that money. He needed that money. That's the timing he was on, but y'all weren't trying to match his energy, so that's just what it sounded like.
Stomping his feet and yelling and screaming and pissing and shitting about it either. He's just like, okay, all right, we'll do it. We'll run it. Fuck it, we'll do it live. And when it didn't work, he did eventually say, like, look, told you so, can we please make this switch? And then still got attacked for it. I didn't see any examples of him not taking no for an answer. Like, yes, he did make a suggestion multiple times, like, would you be willing to try this? Would you be willing to maybe switch here? What about this? But that isn't not taking no for an answer. That is coming from someone who wants to win a fucking $40,000 tournament. He then continued to insult Kingsman and I guess anyone that was supporting him in her Discord, saying, "Yo, Kingsman cocksuckers, screenshot this. Y'all think I ain't seen the toxicity in the Kingsman Discord with not spreading hate from the mods and Kingsman community?" Fire emoji. Wow. This one will really get your eyebrow in the air. So she's calling out the people that were supporting Kingsman, saying they're cocksuckers and how toxic they are. Meanwhile, she has been the most openly toxic, like vocally expressing her disdain for this guy and now like his community. And let's not get it twisted. I think it's pretty obvious. Most people have probably seen a lot of like really dog shit takes from people that are using this as just like a giant insult against all women who play video games. That is absolutely happening, and that shit sucks. Those are some fucking...
Now, I did want to address this because I saw Kimmy tweet something about this, and I think that is ridiculous. There's already a prejudice against women that do get into content creation, period. But then once you start, categorizing them, like, when you get to streamers, right? Women streamers, they get categorized so bad, bro. I mean, not categorized, my bad. They get, like, a prejudice put against them so bad because of, like, what's a good example? I guess, okay, so somebody like Pokimane, even though Pokimane is, like, mainly, even though she's known for streaming, right? She's known for streaming, and she played games. But she garnered a male audience, and they're, they blame it on, basically, oh, you sexualized yourself, basically. And that's how you garnered your audience. She didn't choose to have a horny male audience. Is it like a male audience? They're gonna go wherever they want to go. They're gonna go follow a chick if they think that she's pretty or cute or whatever, no matter what, And I mean, hey, that's okay. But if which I will say this, she does play into it a little bit. But I think like the whole, like, not all women should be treated as if they all do that, like, in the streamer world. Not all these girls do that, bro. There's plenty of them that, like Kimmy, for example. She gets on, she talks. Hell, she had us watching Love Island. like the past couple of years, she had us watching Love Island in there and stuff, bro. We're just talking mess. It's fun. And then she even played games. She plays games. She's like, we're all talking, like you know what I'm saying? We're having a connection. So that's why, like, I like watching Kimmy and also J-Lo Main, Janet. I like watching her as well. Like, they're pretty chill. They're not doing nothing crazy. They're not super, like, opinionated. And even if they do have, like, an opinion, like, they'll hear you out, whatever. And I come to realize, like, a lot of these girl streamers, they really are just like that. Like, they're just as chill as the guy streamers. It's just you get all these wild examples like this girl in this situation that ruin it. Like, people take that and they apply it to every freaking girl streamer. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why are we judging? Like, why are we putting a prejudice towards these girls? Like, a lot of them already are put, like, that prejudice is already put on them, saying like, oh, you're not gonna get by in any content creation without sexualizing yourself, in a sense. So it's just like, man, it's just so weird, bro. It's so lame. It's lame. It really is lame as hell, bro. Like, please stop, like, please just stop, like, insulting these women. They're doing the same exact thing that these males are doing. And there's a good amount of male guys that sexualize themselves or make sexual jokes and, like, gay jokes. Like I said before in that one video, was Blackboy Max and old girl, when he, everybody found out his girlfriend, whatever. And I was like saying, like, yeah, like, like I said, I was watching Max before he blew up, like before he even collabed with Connie, all that. But I had to get cool. I was like a little cool off him because he would make like do gay jokes or do gay like things, and I'm just like, I don't think a straight man should be doing that stuff if you're not really gay. Like I just don't find it funny, and like that's just not my comedy style. So, you know, like, and there's a lot of guys that do stuff like that. There's a lot of guys that do weird, like a lot of weird stuff. But we don't look at guy streamers and put a prejudice towards them about anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I don't know. Maybe I was just talking in circles right there, but if you understand what I'm saying, I hope I, you know, did get my point across. I'm just saying, let's stop putting this prejudice towards women streamers and women in content creation, period. They don't have to sexualize themselves to get by or whatever. If they do look good, it's not their fault that men want to follow them because they look good, or women want to follow them because they look good. It's not their fault. And even if they were to play into it, whatever, why does it matter that much? You know, who cares, bro? And then once again, all girls being a dickhead or whatever, we're not gonna act like all women streamers are like that. Like, let's not do that, please.
Losers you can make fun of, absolutely. But she, from what I can tell when this message was sent, was talking about like anyone that was expressing support for Kingsman, and I'm sure there probably were some like absolute greaseballs that went through and said some terrible things, sure. Mm-hmm. But to extend that to like anyone that was supporting Kingsman, calling them cocksuckers, I think is just kind of crazy, especially considering she has by far been the most mean and nasty about this. Mm-hmm. Kingsman, from what I saw from the clips that were during this time, he tried to like actively say like, hey, don't go harass anyone and don't be mean. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, he was clearly upset about it, but I felt like he was doing, or at least making an effort to try and stop people from going and doing shit like that. She, on the other hand, was just openly attacking him.
Character? No,
Populo,
everyone thinks this
just
guy's
dive
a
in
loser.
and explode her
Kingsman's a
like a
loser.
bug. That's just what happens.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that, and we're still gonna play Widow.
I need this for my college. I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
This is a clip I keep seeing spread around. That first clip is when he is explaining like why the Widow's not going to work, and they're like, oh, great point. Go fuck yourself. We're still playing Widow. That's all we're going to do. We're here just for good vibes, good time, and I don't care if this money means something to you because it doesn't to us. That second clip, that is not Cece. That is someone else named Lucy, whom has deleted this VOD, so I can't even find the full context here, but from the sound of things, she is insulting Kingsman because of him expressing the want of the $3,000 because it would be very helpful to him as a college student. So then she's like making fun of him, taking the piss, even threw in an absolutely revolting 6'7" meme reference that'll make your skin crawl about it. It's just very mean-spirited. There's also another clip of her.
Honestly, like, I don't get why enter a tournament just to play the character that you're gonna get like countered. Like, Black Widow is easy to counter. All you need is a diver, which she does have a stun technique or whatever, a stun move, but it only lasts so long, and you need to do damage to them beforehand. And then you got to get off a good shot to even kill them. But if it's a tank, you're done. You're done unless you're getting all critical hits. So it's just like, yeah, like, why even play that? And then there's money on the line at that. And he expressed to you, hey, like, this would really help me out. And y'all are just laughing in his face. Y'all are just making jokes about him. That's so disgusting, bro. That's so disgusting. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, on y'all feet, you know, like, come on, bro. Like, what if he acted like that? Like, you know, come on, man. That's so messed up.
We're talking about it, saying, like, even if you support Kingsman, like it's fucking Israel or something. I don't even know what she was trying to say with that one. I guess since I referenced it, I'll show you that clip too.
I have a genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman, whatever, support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel. Anyways, whatever you have in your head, I have a genuine question.
I think everyone has a genuine question after seeing that segment there. I don't know why she would be saying something like that with this. Again, the whole VOD, from what I can tell, is no longer accessible, so I don't even know what the question she was about to ask is. But yeah, it's definitely not a good look, and she is very openly, like, making fun of Kingsman from what I can see in the clips that still exist of it. But this is not CC. This was not someone that played on Kingsman's team, I don't believe. All of this is only the tip of the iceberg, by the way. It gets so much deeper. There was a Google Doc that was put out there from the widow's boyfriend. The tournament organizer initially doubled down, saying, nope, I maintain my position here. He deserved to be kicked from this tournament. He violated all of our rules. And then today he came forward very somber, like, look, I know everyone's mad at me and they're right to be mad at me. I was wrong about everything. I looked at this misleading evidence. It was only from one side and it was incorrect. I acted too hastily. So now he's singing a very different tune about how, he's had this come to Jesus moment after seeing the other side of the story with Kingsman. It's very clear that he was manipulated by incorrect information. He shouldn't have kicked him from the tournament.
When they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. They're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. 100%. No question about it. There's no beating around the bush. I don't know why it's difficult to admit when you're wrong and when you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but they're...
Alright, y'all, the vid froze, so I had to rewind it or whatever. And yeah. This might just be the new normal, y'all. Until I get a PC or something. I don't know. I gotta find something out, y'all.
When you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on, and the fact that nobody told me anything was... That's whatever. It doesn't matter.
Also, Kaplunk, whom was the boyfriend in this...
Now, I'm going to read this for y'all because I just read it in the last clip, so might as well read it again. To Kingsman, I'm reaching out to apologize and talk about the way things went down. In this case, I went about it in completely the wrong way. I overstepped. Zaza told me to leave it alone in confidence and dumb impulse decisions. Zaza is his girlfriend. Zaza was the Black Widow that was 0-5 in that first clip. Kingman, I am sorry for sending the clips which caused Basim, whatever, the dude that was just talking in that previous clip right there that kicked him from the tournament, to kick you from the event. The Google Doc release was one-sided and painted you in an extremely negative light. With my bias, I shouldn't have gone out of my way to involve myself in a situation I was not a part of. Zaza, I am sorry for going behind your back to release a Google document despite you wanting me not to. This has been a massive wake-up call, and if there is any hate to be directed at me, not Zaza or Kingsman.
Story is reaching out with an apology, saying that he went about it the wrong way and overstepped. Zaza, the widow, told him to leave it alone, but he couldn't control his impulses. The demon had to be let out of the cage. Thus, he went in and started sending clips to the tournament organizer to kick him, the Google Doc, all that kind of stuff. And then finally...
And then CC put out a little statement, whatever, because she was the one that was talking about Kingsman, you and your community, your cocksuckers, whatever. She said, "I am sorry. I'm sorry. I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up to 1,000 notices from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman's. I was having a panic attack, and I just started experiencing them. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacks social skills because he spends all his time." That's what she meant to say, all his time playing video games inside. I was angry and ended up lashing out at him instead of his community. I deeply regret it, and I apologize for flinging another insult out. This shows I have terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I say and getting help with my panic attacks. I mean, hey man, I don't think I would accept that apology if I was him.
CC, the team captain, the one who was by far the most openly hostile to Kingsman and anyone that was showing any level of support for him, came forward with an apology as well, saying, "I'm sorry, I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up with 1,000 noties from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman, having a panic attack, and I just started experiencing them. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacks social skills because he spends his time playing. It shows I have terrible situation. Didn't really...
I read all that, so I skipped it.
Go as smoothly as I think she was hoping it would. And interestingly enough, from what I can find, Kingsman throughout this entire thing has tried to urge people not to harass anyone that's been involved in it. You know, Zaza, her boyfriend, Cece, anyone. He's been trying to like actively calm things down to the best of his ability, but this clearly blew up well beyond anyone's wildest expectations. And Kingsman actually was able to make over $3,000, which would have been his cut of the prize money should they have won the tournament, through subs and donations the last time he streamed, which I believe was last night. So a bit of a happy ending for King.
That's what's up. I'm going to end the video right there because it really ain't, that much more to say. Hey, y'all like this video, go ahead like up on my video, you know what I'm saying? Now, what are your thoughts about this whole situation? I genuinely think they were messed up. You know what I'm saying? I think CC is trying to save face now. I think that is really lame of her because you can't try to act like, oh, you said this because this happened, right? Because before that, you already were making fun of him. Like in the one clip that he showed when they weren't even in the tournament yet. She was like, oh, I need this money and da-da-da. I got about like 6-7 years left in college. And she was already making fun of him before the tournament. And then during the tournament, y'all were, like F off to him. Then after the tournament, yeah, some people might have said some things. Some people, might have just said some reasonable things like, hey, I don't think that was fair that y'all treated him like that. Whatever. Or some people probably just said some nasty things. But the fact that you go, oh, Kingsman community, you calling, his community and him and whatever cocksuckers. Come on, bro. And then now you're trying to save face. Like, nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess, proof is in the pudding. Like, you're going to have to, the proof is in the pudding that you said it yourself. You have a bad character. But, you're going to have to work on that. That's just up to you, whatever. But, yeah. That's crazy, though. I'm glad that Kingsman, though, he got the money out of the subs and all that, donations and all that. That's real nice, man. I'm happy for that dude. I might go ahead, go follow him on Twitch or something, man. Cause this whole situation is just ridiculous, for real. But yeah, go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Follow me at IamJShep3 on Instagram and TikTok. And here, listen to my music, all caps Shep. And stay on the channel, watch some more videos. I love you and I appreciate you, as long as you're not racist. Cause y'all, I've been getting a lot of racist comments on one of my videos, the one with the AI ads. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of racist ones, but hey, it is what it is. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Stay on the channel, watch more videos like I just said. I love you. I appreciate you. As long as you ain't racist or no raccoon, whatever. And yeah, I'll catch you next video. Till then, deuces.